Are we ready? Are we ready?
Yeah, how does everything look on the gauge?
Fuel's on.
Fuel pump ran.
Fuel pump's running.
I hear everything up front.
Here we go.
Cheers. Welcome to Monroe County's finest. I'm Nate.
I'm Mike.
And today is the day that we're going to be finishing up what we have on our list, which is
That's a very sophisticated list you wrote there.
Look,
that's top of the line.
Top of the line digital age right here. It even has green Hall effects on it.
We're styling here.
Definitely. Ooh. Anyways, so what we have on our list, this is just major things that we want to get done. Is getting the trans lines routed. We want to reroute the fuel lines, the braided fuel lines in the back of the engine. We got to tighten up the oil plug, the drive shaft plug. Drive
shaft's got to go back on.
Yep. That's basically it for underneath, and then we have to put the shroud back on, coolant hoses, serpentine belt. Got to tighten up the crank pulley, put on the intake. We're also going to be putting on the coolant or AC lines again, and we got to reroute them through everything and fill it up with fluids. Alright, so I got my little stool, so we're good. I'm up high enough. I just wanted to show you guys real quick. We routed that cool AC line. We got these tran cooler lines, one right here, one coming from right there down, and one right here. That one comes up into the radiator. We got those done. Thank you to Mike for going underneath the truck this time around and getting those trans cooler lines in.
Yes, you're welcome. Although your help kind of made it nice. Now we're getting ready to put the shaft back in.
Your shaft?
My shaft.
Ooh.
Put a little grease in here in the splines. Keep things quiet, less noisage. Give it a couple of
You could put that grease end right where the sun don't shine, and sure, it'd be good for you. It's called preparation.
I'm actually pretty good down there. Thank you very much.
Oh, is it swampy?
No, I said I'm good.
Oh, like you don't need any? Like you're already prepped?
Like I'm comfortable.
Okay.
Nothing sweating, nothing swampy. I'm pretty sure I wiped my ass pretty good last time I shit. God, what's with you and all the weird questions?
I'm just making sure you don't need some Depends or nothing.
No, I don't need Depends. I'm not that old. You take your Depends and shove them up your ass. Now, if you excuse me, I gotta go install my shaft. Water filled up in here for now. We're just going to use water just for this first start. And I wanted to flush it anyway.
Yeah.
We got oil in. Don't see any leaks for oil yet.
No, but we do have a leak for trans fluid. You can see it right there.
Yeah.
That's trans fluid.
Looks like it's leaking from the dipstick tube O-ring.
Yeah.
Either that is not seated right, simply, or it's not good and it's not sealing. Are we ready? Are we ready?
Yeah, how does everything look on the gauge?
Fuel is on.
Fuel pump ran.
Fuel pump's running.
I hear everything up front.
Here we go.
Fuck yeah, man! Oh!
Got oil pressure.
Oil pressure?
I didn't tell.
Yo, shut it off, shut it off.
What? What's wrong? We got a leak?
No, I realized we never plugged up this.
Plugged up what? That's fine.
And it's still smoking from somewhere. All right, trans line,
Done.
fuel rerouted,
Complete.
oil plug, tightened up,
Sure is.
drive shaft on,
Yes, sir.
shrouds in,
Perfectly.
coolant hoses,
Connected.
serpentine belt.
On.
We tighten the crank pulley.
As much as I could.
Intake on.
It is.
Filled up the fluids.
I did.
And golly, we fucking did it.
I think so.
It's running.
It's running. I cannot believe we got this far.
Yeah,
It's running.
it's running.
And it's weird. So you hit the key and it took a while to crank, but it cranked. And I figured, okay, that's just because it's sucking up all the gas to try to fill everything up. And it sounded weird.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like it almost has an exhaust leak sound.
Yeah, a little bit.
But oil pressure's good. Coolant temp held.
Yeah, we warmed it up too, to right up to temp.
Yep.
Stayed good.
Yep. The only thing it did was the first time we started it, let it run for a while, it was throwing a P0343 code, which is a cam position sensor, voltage high.
Yeah.
Which is weird, and we also tested the voltage for that plug, and it is indeed a high voltage. So I think what we're going to end up doing in the long run is finish putting it back together, throwing the bumper back on the front, the grill, rerouting our headlights, of course. That's all you. And bleeding the brakes, because it's kind of important to do that.
Yep.
Also, unfortunately, upon reinstallation of everything, somehow or another, the transmission shift cable was damaged.
Yeah.
There's a little tab that fits into the metal bracket, and that little tab broke off. So you could put it into gear, you can't take it out of gear.
Yeah, I'll throw a picture right here.
Yeah.
To show you guys what we're slightly talking about, so right. You guys know.
Yeah. So unfortunately, and that's not really a replaceable part. So I have to buy a whole brand new shift cable. Rock Auto Dorman brand is about $56. Not a big deal.
No.
It just, they suck to put in.
Yeah.
That's all. They're not fun to put in. I did one on my white crew cab behind me. The hardest part is routing it through the dash to the shifter lever. Everything underneath was relatively easy. It was just everything on top sucked. All things considered, it fired up. It ran. Oil pressure is good.
Mm-hmm.
Coolant held to the optimal specified temperature. Of course, these gauges in these trucks are known to not be super accurate, but a win's a win, and I think today's a win if you ask me.
Yeah.
I mean, we have some bugs to root around and try to, take care of, but it fired up and it ran.
Yeah, and that's when you guys do a project like this, you kind of have to go in knowing that you're going to have bugs at the end. Today was successful. Today was a win. It ran, despite the bugs, it ran, and that was the goal, was to get her running this video, and she did. She did all that. Everything, for the most part, came out good. We'll go, we're not going to go and bore you guys too much with figuring out the bugs, but what we'll do is we'll figure out what happened, what the cause is, and when we do, we'll let you guys know what the cause was and what we did to fix it. Up until that point, we're not going to bore you guys because that's a lot of like looking at wiring diagrams, checking and testing sensors, testing wires. It's kind of like tedious things, and you'll just see us standing in one spot for hours.
Right, and like I said, there's still a lot left to do on this. Bleed the brakes, put the front bumper back on, reroute the headlight wiring, your job. Put the grill on, probably try to button up some of the loom in here. Some of the loom was very brittle and old and just fell apart when we moved it, so we want to try to cover that all back up. That redneck job with the two lines sitting, together on the coolant coming off of the heater core, that started to leak a little bit, so we're gonna have to screw around with that, fix that up. We only did just fill it up with water just for the initial start. I also did want to flush this out, so that's kind of another reason that I went with water first, just to start it, make sure it didn't overheat.
Thank you for watching today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, let us know by hitting the thumbs up on this video, and also help us out by subscribing to the channel.
Absolutely.
And if you guys want to say anything to us, let us know in the comments down below. And if you want to be notified of any future videos that we post, hit the notification bell icon. Anyways, I think that's wrapped up.
I think so, and totally forgot what I was going to say, so I think we're good.
All right. This has been a long day, but thank you for sticking with us. It's Monroe County's finest. I'm Nate.
And I'm Mike.
Cheers.
See ya.